Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to Arizona Bobcat Hockey here from Comerica Center here in near Frisco, Texas. We have the Arizona 16U Bobcat combo team against the San Jose Junior Sharks. It's in the President's Day tournament happening here in the Dallas area. President's Day tournament. These teams have met before in a tournament, actually the MLK tournament in Gilbert, Arizona, and the last meeting between the two teams was in the championship of that tournament, and the Sharks came out with a shootout 5-4 victory. And that was after going full game time, 5-minute overtime, and then into the shootout. So these teams have played each other a couple of times before, and last game was very even. So these two teams played in different divisions in this tournament. The Sharks played 3 games, have 1 win, 1 loss, plus an overtime loss. And the Bobcats coming in this tournament with 1 win and then 2 losses. Both their losses came with empty netters against, as they were within a goal of winning those games. So we'll see what happens here today. Should be a good one. You see Standifer in goal for warming up right now. Though they're warming up both goaltenders, but he played in goal the last time we played. We'll see who gets the goal there. And not sure who's going to be in the Bobcat goal yet, as Hubler's in there right now, but it could be Nabozny as well. Bobcats in their navy blue uniforms, Sharks in their white. And welcome aboard, folks. We're in the 3-minute warm-up here period. About a minute, just over a minute remaining on that, and then we'll be getting underway in this final game of the tournament for both teams. Another goaltender for the Sharks is LaRue. He's a little bit shorter than Standifer. Standifer's got quite a good stature. I know Bobcats would like a little bit of payback for that last overtime win, or shootout loss to the Sharks. Coming into this weekend, the Sharks are, in my hockey rankings, are 685, and the Bobcats are 793. So just to give you an idea, Sharks would be the favorites coming in today. Sharks, of course, in San Jose, California. Bobcats based out of Chandler, Arizona. Welcome aboard, folks. Beautiful facility here. This is actually the NHL Dallas Stars practice rink. And well, there's a nice sheet of ice here just next door in the same facility. There's a basketball stadium. I believe the might be their WNBA team plays out of there. And I think they just had a game over there as some of the players are exiting. There's a lot of cheers going on over just on the other side of the lobby. But we got hockey here, folks, and it's coming up soon. Got 15 minutes on the clock. Both teams gathering in front of their nets, gathering in the practice pucks, and getting ready for the pregame cheer. And we will be underway in just a moment.
All right, hopefully our quality stays okay. The internet in these rinks is always hit or miss.
You never know, yeah.
And when I initially started the live stream, I was on a different Wi-Fi. I switched over to what I hope is this one. It seems closer, seems like a better signal, so hopefully it stays.
Comerica guest?
Yeah.
That's the one
But there was another one, another guest.
Yeah, there's a few.
Defaulted
Cast
to.
TV.
Yeah. I hope they don't come after me. I've already got
We don't need any more
live
people
barn
after
anger.
us.
Yeah. But I made friends with the rink guys, so I think we're good.
There you go. That's the important thing. It's the guys at the rink that matter.
Yep. So I think we're gonna have some San Jose fans tuning in too. They were excited that we had a rematch and said that they had some viewers last time we played that they were part of the crew from Canada.
Ah, okay, that's right. I remember.
We may have some Canadian, outside of any family you got.
Yep. So we've got Bannon out with Stipe and Gardner up front for the Bobcats. Jessen, he's got good-looking skates out there, Ben. He doesn't have the rentals.
No more duct tape.
His skates gave out on him here 2 games ago, and he had to miss the last one. He was on the bench, but he was in rental skates. Bernard with it now, in behind the Bobcat goal. Coming out the right side to Stipe. Other side, Bernard picks it up. Go ahead.
I was talking to Dennis about the skates. I guess they were able to fix them. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
Get some new rivets in there.
Get some new rivets and a new truck, I guess they call it.
Yeah, the skate holder, the blade holder.
Yep.
Yeah. Bobcats having trouble clearing the zone. Sharks in behind. Dump it right through, and here comes Bannon now up through the middle. Puck goes over. Gardner chips it up to center ice in front of the Shark bench. Stipe in there. Bobcats, the rest of his teammates changing, and the Sharks coming back. Cox with it back in the corner. Leo Guevara Digger is not in the game today. He hurt his, I guess I'll call it a high ankle sprain in the previous game. And he's in a soft boot and unable to play in this game.
Yeah, the players were joking that he was going to have to steal Coach's cane.
And we've got Doug Nabozny in goal for the Bobcats. Sharks have it in the center ice area. They go back to regroup, and they dump it back into the Bobcats zone, and that's offside.
Why are we taking it over there?
No idea.
Oh, okay.
Stewart out for the draw. He's got Olsen on his left and Oberle on the right. Bernard dumps it in, and we've got Standifer in goal. He tips the puck in behind. McNulty with it. McNulty sends it around to the left side. And Hughes sends it down into the Bobcat zone. Bernard up the left side. That's tipped into the zone off Oberle's stick. Olsen gets in there. Bit of a mix-up with the Shark D-man. Stewart sends it off a foot. McNulty now comes up with it. On the Sharks D lost his stick. Shinden. Ho sends it up. Kept in by Bernard. Fires a shot in low. Goes wide. Comes out the other side. Oberle's going to get there. Bobcats now with pressure. He dumps it back to Olsen. Olsen cuts to the middle. Bernard's going to come in. Fire it in. Low shot just wide. Stewart has it. Wraps it in front. Puck comes back to the point. Lindsay. He tips it off the boards. Olsen lost it in his skates, and now Lindsay. Bobcats regrouping. They clear the zone. Bernard sends it across ice to Olsen, coming in, top of the circle, cuts in the middle, gets bumped off the puck, and Salverson has it now for the Sharks. He dumps it up and just out. Bernard, he gets pinched into the boards there. 3 Sharks in the vicinity, and now they send it back to their D. They're going to go cross ice to the far side, and that was a miss. That was tipped, so no icing. Lindsay goes back for it behind the goal. Bobcats changing. Sharks pick that up in behind the Bosny. Bit of a scrum there. Gardner comes up with it. Here he comes up over his own blue line, down through center. Cuts into the middle, gets around his man, fires it in. Standifer the save. And that goes up high. Good save by Standifer in the Shark goal. Puck Gardner in all alone, and puck went off Standifer up into the netting over the glass. And we've got what I would call regulation size glass here, Ben.
Yeah, this seems a little more realistic. I'm not sitting eye level.
Sharks with it now. Off the boards. Flynn after it. Gannon keeps it in. He reverses back. Watts couldn't quite keep it in as Sharks clear it up over and through center. Here comes Dawson now, up over the line, up over the blue line for the Sharks. Top of the circle, follows it in. Glove saved by Standifer. And good shot there by Dawson. He's got a good one.
Somebody asked if I filmed the 8 a.m. game this morning. I did not. Our first game was
9.
Unless you're talking Arizona time,
Yep.
Then it was 8 a.m. and it should be in the live. If you go to the YouTube channel, should be in live.
AZ Sports Media is the channel. Puck hops over Dawson's stick into the Bobcat zone. He sends it around the other side. Jessen's going to get there. He tips it up on the board to Wahlberg. Here comes Wahlberg now. He's out there with Wong. He's got Loom on the left side. Wahlberg in over the line. Cuts right through the middle. Sends it back to the point, just out of Jessen's reach, and that's going to go all the way down the ice, right on goal to the Bosny, and Letty picks it up. Letty sends it across ice to Lindsay. Lindsay tries to hit Wong with it. Sharks intercept that. Puck rolls at center. Wong sends it back into Lindsay. He corrals it. He's got Loom up, but that's intercepted, kept in by the Sharks. And over the line, here comes Wahlberg back, now the other way. Gets it over the line. He's got Wong with him. Tried to send it across ice. He still got it, though. Well, the Sharks goes into the boards heavily there. Shinden now with it. And the Sharks clear it into the Bobcats bench area, and we'll have a face-off. Should be inside the Sharks zone. Yes, that's where he's pointing. They fired it out, so it should be in their zone, and that's what they're doing. Just never know sometimes with the
these
calls. Stewart in for the draw, out with Oberle and Stipe. Comes back to Bernard. He sends it across to Dawson, but that's out over the blue line. Dawson has to go back to his own line, and he dumps it up on the left side. Oberle with it, steers it into the middle ice area. And number 74 for the Sharks. Whistles it around, and good keep in there by Dawson. Into Stipe, top of the circle. Takes a shot, hits a leg, goes into the corner. Cox picks it up for San Jose. He rips it around the boards right to Bernard. He fires it across ice into the other corner. Stipe picks it up there. He puts it back to Stewart in behind the goal. Oberle's out front. Now over on the sideboards. Back into Stewart. Oberle moved to the middle.
We've got two refs on the ice, right?
Yes, we do. Okay. Yeah, one's just standing right along the boards here. Right in front, Stipe. Good chance there. Stewart. Oh! Head save. Excellent chance there for the Bobcats. Stewart has it in the corner. Cole now picks it up for San Jose. He's checked by Stipe. Stewart has it up to Dawson, who moved to the middle, fires it in. Standifer, the glove save.
The last game had 4 refs, so I wasn't sure if we were going to get the same benefit there.
Yep, there's just 2 right now. Neither one has the orange stripes, so I'm not sure who's actually calling the penalties. Bannon wins it back cleanly to Dawson. Dawson walks across. Gardner hit a man with his shot. Comes out. He loses it, and Bernard picks it up on his side of center. Hits it up to Stipe. Stipe in over the line. Dumped it back to Gardner. He lost it. No, he still got it back. Fires it in. Pad save. Rebound comes out, and here come the Sharks back the other way. We got Dawson and Bernard back for the Bobcats. Number 94 for the Sharks coming in the left side. Good D there by Dawson. Hello to Grant, who I think is in Brussels or somewhere. Shout out to him.
Oh, nice.
Sends it back into the Bobcat zone. Fires a low shot in. The Bosny, the pad save. Puck goes into the corner.
That was close.
It was. Sharks go D to D. 93 sends it into the corner. Back up to the point. Sends it back into the corner. Cross ice to the left point. Olsen lost an edge. Sharks have it now in behind, right to the circle. And that's sent across, and now the Bobcats break out. Stipe, Olsen gets tripped up. No call there. Standifer sends it into the corner. Puck comes over to McNulty. He can't pick it up. Wong picks it up in his skates. And Sharks pick it up now. Hughes goes up the right side. And they dump it into the zone. The Bosny just steers it to the corner. Letty there sends it around the weak side. And Luma picks it up on the half boards. And here comes Wong now down. Gets the puck into the zone and behind the goal. Centers it in front. Standifer intercepts that centering pass. Wahlberg was right in front, and he was looking for that one, but Standifer got a stick out to knock it down, and that intercepted that play. So we'll have a face-off to the left of Standifer. Sharks win the draw. Off the boards, back to Jessen. Jessen steps across, fires it in, and that goes off a stick high, lands in the corner. And now here come the Sharks. Number 4 up the right side. Letty bumps his man in, number 28. Letty still has it in behind. Dodged another man. He still got it. Tried to get it over to Wahlberg, but he's getting pushed off the puck. Wahlberg battling for it up against the boards. Wong comes in to help. Puck goes in around to the other side behind the goal. And Letty has it now in behind. He's bothered there by one of the Sharks. And Letty has it again. Luma coming out the far side. He picks it up there. Yep, he lost it to the Shark player. Wahlberg now gets around his man, cutting through the middle. He gets pushed off the puck. He's still kind of got it. Got it right in the middle. Backhander pad save Standifer.
Wow.
Good work by Wahlberg there, going through like 3 or 4 Sharks.
Solo.
Shinden now with it for the Sharks. He just fires it down. That hits Lindsay in the skate, and the Sharks clear it down out just to the right in the Bosny, and Bernard picks it up there, chips it off the boards up to Stewart. Stewart now through the middle over to Oberle on the far side. Returns it to Stipe. Stipe back to Stewart on the half boards. He tried to get it back to Stipe. That's Oberle in there actually. Stewart's on this side. And Jovanovic now for the Sharks. Up for Doherty, coming through the middle over to the right side. Bernard takes his man into the boards, and he is still down. And with Sharks with possession, they're going to blow it down as we have a Shark player down to the left on the Bosny. He's now getting himself up. Appears to be okay. He's going to retrieve his stick. I believe it was Bernard just pinched him into the boards there.
Yeah, I just kind of watched the replay. No penalty there.
No, it was just a check into the boards. Cole in for the draw against Stewart, just outside the San Jose line. Bernard gets it back, goes across over to Lindsay. Lindsay up to Stipe, dumps it in behind the goal. Got Stewart out in front, Oberle on the right boards. Dumps it off to Oberle. And the Sharks pick it up, and now they're coming out. Cam sends it down into the corner. Bernard going in after it. He leans on his man. He goes down. Puck comes back to Oberle. He lets it go to the point. Sharks fire it in. That hits Bernard in the skates. Puck loose in the middle. And Bernard has it. He sends it back to Oberle. Oberle tried to chip it out to Stewart. That failed. Sharks have it in the corner. Fired in behind the goal. Sharks send it back to the left D. 71 has it. He sends it back into the corner. He steps up to the middle. Cross to the right D. Top of the circle. Fires it in. That hits something. Goes into the corner on the far side. Bobcats can't clear it. And we have a penalty coming up. And the Sharks are going to be shorthanded here, I believe. I got a player blocking my view. I couldn't see what the call was.
See if I can run it again.
Should make it again here, hopefully over by the box.
Hooking?
Interference.
Interference.
Can I take a picture of your setup?
So Bobcats will be on the power play here with 4.5 minutes remaining. First power play for either team. Stewart out for the draw. Olsen back at the top of the circle. Wong out there as well. Puck comes back. Fired by Olsen. Pad save Standifer. And here come the Sharks now. Up over center, and they just dump it into the Bobcat zone. And Dawson picks it up there for the Cats. Cross ice to Wong. That's over center, up over the line now. Coming in on his backhand. Wong still has it in the corner, sends it back to the point. Dawson circles back. Cross ice to Liddy, top of the circle. Fires it in, just wide. Dawson in now as well. Dawson gets stick checked. Passes in the middle to Wong. Trying to corral it, and the Sharks come up with it. And here puck goes into the zone now. The Sharks retreat. Going for a change as they are killing a penalty here. Minute 15 remaining. Bobcats go far side. Stewart now with it up over the blue line. He dumps it back. Dawson out of his reach. Letty's now back out. Letty bumps his man. Shark maintains control there, cutting through the middle. Backhander right on the Bosny, and he holds on. And we have 55 seconds remaining in the penalty to number 23 for the Sharks. Off for interference. Face-off coming up to the left of the Bobcat goal. Puck goes into the corner. In behind, Luma picks it up there on his backhand coming out the left side. Sends it across ice to Gardner. Gardner tried to go around his man, and that's cut off. Sharks now have it in behind their goal. He now cleared out to the center ice area. Wahlberg picks it up. Sends it across ice to Bernard. Bernard across over to the weak side to Gardner. Gardner now comes in, dips around his man. Loses it on the half boards. Luma picks it up there. Sharks get it. Tried to clear it. Not quite out. Comes back into the corner. Goes around behind to the other side.
15 seconds.
Flynn now with it. Here comes Sharks now. Up through middle ice area. 7 seconds remaining in the power play. Here come the Sharks now into the zone. They go in behind. Sharks now at full strength. They fire one in, hits a leg. Bobcats clear it down. That goes by a couple of Sharks. So there'll be no icing there, but it does go back all the way to Standifer. He sets it up there for DeFreitas. And he sends it up off the boards. And here come the Sharks down the left side, number 28. Centers it right out in front. Scramble there. Puck is loose. And it goes into the corner.
Wow.
And Oberle picks it up, send it up through the middle. Watts going after it.
Good on Dougie for holding strong there.
Then back into Watts. He fires it towards the goal. Hits a stick, goes wide. Cox with it now for San Jose. Sends it across ice. Oberle almost picked that one off. And the Sharks get over the Bobcat line going into the corner. Sharks pick it up in behind the goal. Centered it right out in front. Jessen clears it back to the point. Cross to the left D. Fires a low shot in. Max hits something, goes wide right out in front.
Wow.
Furious action in front of the Bobcat goal. Puck goes into the corner. Watts clears it back to the point, but not out. Fired back in. And the Bosny holds on to that one as a shot came in from the left point. And both teams are going to change players. Good pressure by the Sharks on that last shift. Bobcats had trouble getting out of their own zone after that penalty expired.
Gotta catch up on my shot counts. Went from 2 to 9 for the Sharks.
Yeah, they got a lot on that last one. Lindsay in behind. Dawson up to Luma. Luma tried to hit Swong on the leg. 1 minute left in the period. Lindsay up to Wahlberg on the right side. He gets stripped of the puck. He takes it back and he loses it again. Sharks send it over the blue line. Lindsay goes across ice to Dawson. Dawson comes back to Wahlberg on the right side, up over the Shark line. Slapper in. That just misses up over the goal. Comes all the way out to center ice. Dawson picks it up. Chips it up to Loom at center. And puck is in the Shark zone. 25 seconds remaining in the period. Sharks dump it down. No icing on this as it goes off a Shark player just on the Bobcat side of center. Lindsay has it. Sends it across ice to Wahlberg. Puck bounced off past him. McNulty over to the right side. Shinden there. Oh, intercepted by Stewart. Puck bounced away from him. Wahlberg now coming on a backhander off the side of the goal, and that's the end of the period. So after one period here, these teams playing very evenly. There's been one power play for the Bobcats. No score in the period. We'll be back with period 2 in just a moment.
Just reading some of the comments as we get back. We got nothing like watching hockey at 3 a.m. from a hotel room.
Was that Grant?
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he says he's back in the States, though.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Grant.
You know, I was thinking about Vinny, too, with Pro Skate. Vinny was the equipment manager.
That's right.
For the Sharks.
Yes, the NHL Sharks. Yeah.
NHL Sharks. So, you Sharks fans, that little ad clip that you saw there was your ex-NHL equipment manager's new company.
Well, I hope he didn't sharpen these Sharks skates today.
Yeah, we need them dull.
Yeah. Yeah, can you just dull them down a little bit? Olsen up through center. Stewart dumps the puck into the Sharks zone. Players collide heavily there. Olsen comes up with it. He's got it in the corner. Sends it around to Bernard just inside the blue line. Bernard takes it in on left side. Hits off Oberle's stick. Oberle now has it in the corner. He dumps it behind for Olsen, but that's intercepted, and the Sharks now up over their blue line, up through center. Heading through the middle. Jessen intercepts that, and
offsides.
We have a whistle, and yes, an offside. Okay. Face-off coming up just outside the Bobcat blue line in front of the Shark bench. Sharks have it back at their own blue line. Dump it off the boards. Puck bounces high. Bit of a scrum along the sideboards there. See the puck bouncing loose every now and again. And they finally blow it.
You're going to drop it in the neutral zone right there at the red dot?
Yep, right at the outside the Sharks blue line. Cross ice from the benches. Puck goes over to Stipe now, over towards his bench. He fires it into the zone. Picked up by the Sharks. They clear it. Oh, picked up by Gardner. Fires it in. Oh, what a glove save by Standifer. Wow. Gardner was all alone right in front there. And he fired a shot up in the left side, and Standifer just flashed the gloves out and grabbed a hold of that one. Shots even at 9 apiece. Face-off coming up to the left of Standifer in the Sharks' goal. Long out there for the draw. Wahlberg at the top of the circle. Sharks tip it out. Kept in by Dawson. Fired in just wide. Lumenow picks it up on the left side. Centers it right across the crease. Long picks it up there. He's able to reverse back into the zone. Chips it back for Wahlberg. Wahlberg comes up now. He's got Dawson at the point. Back to Dawson. steps in, fires a shot in. That goes high off the glass.
Deflected
by Letty. Fires it across. Wahlberg again. Wahlberg in behind. Over to Luma. Luma right in front. Wahlberg got a backhand. Puck is still loose. Standifer couldn't get a hold of it, and puck kept in by Dawson. Off the boards, back into Wong. Back into Wahlberg. He's got Luma in front. Fires it in. That goes right across the crease. And the Sharks try to clear. Good keep back in there by Wong, but now they clear over to the other side as they try to get out. And now they do. That hits Wong's feet. And Sharks retreat back and cross ice into their own zone. Now they're up into the center ice area. Good check by Wahlberg. Puck along the boards. And play scrambly in the center ice area. Puck still not over the line. Now Wahlberg coming back the other side. Hits it over to Luma on the left. He tips it into the zone, into the corner. The Bobcat player changes, and now the Sharks coming up their right side, down up through center. Got Dawson back. Fires a low shot in. Deposny sends it into the corner. Stewart bodies his man there. Stewart picks it up in the corner. Off the boards to Olsen. Not able to clear it. Puck goes around and behind. Centered right in front. That's going to split the D and go back into the center ice zone. Like it's off for a change. Oberle back on. Sharks now with it, regrouping. They got a man up through center. They try and hit him. He tips it into the Bobcat zone. Lindsay goes after it. Good work by Stewart to get back to cover up.
We got a penalty?
And he's sending somebody off for cross-checking. Looks like it might be Olsen. No, he's going to the bench.
Yeah, no, because the penalty boxes are...
So what was that whistle for? Yeah, nobody in the box.
No?
Nope. Face off to the right on the Bosny. Back to the left D. Over to the right side. Back over to the left D. Low shot in. That hits Bannon in the skates. He dumps it out.
That was the sign for cross-checking.
It was, yes. Well, who went in? I can't see anybody from here.
Oh, number 18.
Oh,
okay.
Olsen is in there. Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, Sharks are on a power play. But I thought we still had... I guess, yeah, we do have just...
They are, yep.
Okay.
Sorry, back to mid-slot, fires in off Bernard's skate.
Sometimes we know what we're talking about.
Well, where the gate is, yeah, it looked like Olsen went into the player's bench, but Bernard blocks that. He dumps it out over the blue line and down the ice. And with 1:07 remaining in the penalty to Olsen. Face-off coming back down into the Bobcat zone. Both teams changing players. So I just realized, well, anyway, so let the play go here. Back to the block by Stewart. Sharks with it. Coming in deep. In behind the goal, Salverston with it. Over to the half boards. Over to the left D. Back into the sideboards. On the left side. Tried to cutting through the middle. That hits Letty. Back over to the sideboards. Back to the left D. Fired into the corner. Bobcats keeping them to the outside. We've got 24 seconds remaining in the penalty. Back to the left D. Back into the half boards. And there's a battle going on up front. And it looks like I think they're both going on coincidentals here. Looks like Letty and Hughes both going. So what I noticed here, Ben, is that the gate to the penalty box is actually in the same area as the player bench. There's no divider. And that's why it looked like Olsen was going to the player's bench.
Okay. What they call that, roughing?
Yes. So coincidentals. Still 5-on-4 for 17 seconds for the Sharks. Stewart comes up with it, and
there's another.
The referee on the back side is calling another penalty. Looks like Stewart's getting this one.
See if I can figure out.
Interference.
Okay.
So we have a 5-on-3 here for 12 seconds. Face-off coming up to the right of Nabozny. Bannon in for the draw out with Jessen and Dawson. Sharks get it back to the right D. Low shot in. Oh! Nabozny got a piece of it, but not all of it, and it went wide, but only by an inch. Jessen will good work in behind. Gets by a couple of Sharks.
All right. Bobcats have one more player back on the ice.
Yep, 5-on-4 now for the Sharks for the next minute 40. Back to their right D, right D, sorry. Everything's in reverse here. Fired in off Nabozny's shoulder. Jessen dumps it down. Sharks fire it just wide. Jessen tips it to the corner. Ho picks it up. Back to the left D. Back over to the right side. Back into the corner. Ho with it in the circle. Right in front. Oh, Nabozny's got it under his leg. And that was a very close call there.
Woo.
Nabozny, nice leg save on that one. It actually landed right underneath his pad.
And he just
stayed there, fortunately. Yep.
He knew he had it.
Yeah, you just don't move in those situations, and that's what he did. So we got a minute 15 now in the latest Bobcat penalty. Puck goes into the corner. Bernard with it. Comes back the other way, fires it along to Oberle. He gets bodied into the boards. Sharks come up with it. Back into the corner. Salverson with it. Reverses it back to Ho. Back to the middle of the blue line. Tipped off Olsen's stick into the glass. Sharks have it in behind. Bernard in there. Bodies his man. Oberle comes up with the puck. He just eats it in there. Good job, Liam. Birthday boy. Sharks have it. Salverston. He goes around the other side now. Sharks have a man in front. Fires it in high over the boards, over the net rather, and down the ice. And Olsen's up for the forecheck. 24 seconds remaining in the penalty to Stewart. Sharks now coming up through center. Up over the blue line. Top of the circle to the left, Nabozny. Dump it back to the right D. Fires a low shot in. That hits Oberle. Kept in, though, by the Sharks. Now they're over on the right side. Watch the back door. And, they clear it back to the left D, and he missed it, and it goes all the way back down into their zone, and the Bobcats are at full strength. 7.5 minutes remaining here. Second period, no score.
Two
Bobcats have
penalty kills.
Yes, and for a while they're 2 men short. Bernard comes in. We have a penalty coming up, delayed call to the Sharks. And they touch the puck now, and a Shark player going off, so the Bobcats will get a chance on the power play.
You see which one of the Sharks goes off.
And hard to tell. They all go in the same area there. Looks like 42. Flynn. It's just like an extension of the bench, kind of.
It makes returning to the bench easy.
Yeah, it sure does. Just slide over.
Did you see what the penalty was?
I did not.
I must have too.
I was watching the player going off.
Yeah.
Luma in for the draw. Got Stipe on the left side, Gardner on the right. Gardner tips it back to Bernard. Bernard walks across, over to Gardner. Gardner into the corner. Luma has it. Bernard tried to get it into Stipe. That was intercepted. Luma picks it up, though. Right into Gardner. Puck in front. Puck is loose. Sharks come up with it. Luma picks it up now. Sends it across over to Wahlberg at the point. Fires it in. That's blocked into the corner. Olsen has it there. Or Stipe, rather. Across to Gardner. Back over to Bernard. Bernard walks across. Sends it over to Gardner on his forehand this time. Fires a nice low shot just wide. Wahlberg dumps it back into the corner. Luma sends it around. Gardner's going to get it in there. Puck bouncing. Goes in around behind. Luma in there for it. Sends it around to Gardner. Gardner back to Menard. Goes across. That's a Wahlberg one-timer. That bounces into the behind, and the Sharks cleared out over the blue line. We have just under a minute remaining in the Bobcat power play. Bernard back up to Gardner. He moves in, top of the circle. Tips it back to Luma. Luma in the corner, back to Gardner. Gardner back to Bernard. Bernard comes across. Sends it over to Wahlberg, top of the circle. Fires it in. Blocker saves Standifer. And the Sharks are going to get it, and they clear it up through the middle. Bernard gets it, though, over to Gardner. Gardner up over the line. He gets checked. Loses a glove, recovers that. Puck comes back, kept in by Bernard. 21 seconds remaining. Back to Gardner. Gardner gets tripped. No call there. Good keep by Bernard there. Goes into the corner. Stipe in there and behind.
I think we're down to 10 seconds left on that penalty.
Yep. Olsen out there now. Right in front. Stipe fires it. That hits a leg. And the Sharks send it out off the weak side. And Wahlberg circles back into the center ice area.
Both teams at full strength.
Sends it over to Olsen. Olsen just inside the line. Ducks around a couple of players. He loses it now. Comes out to Bernard. He has to wait for Stipe to clear. Stipe's been out there a long time. Comes over to Olsen now. Kept in by Dawson. He takes it into the corner. Dawson still has it in the corner. Back to Wong. Fires it in. The Standifer for the save. Puck comes loose, but Standifer gets a glove on it. And that will be the end of that play. With 4.5 minutes remaining here in period 2. Still no score. Both teams at full strength now. And the Bobcats with a one-shot advantage on the clock, 14-13, but very evenly played game. Some good close chances at both ends.
Yeah, both teams seem to get it in the zone and keep it in the zone for extended periods of time. Stressful both ways.
Face off to the left of Standifer. Oberle moves to the top of the circle. He's going to actually move in for the draw. Sharks have it in the corner. Now they come up through over past their own blue line. Coming up the right side. Dawson's back. A couple of Sharks coming towards the goal. Doherty right in front comes back to the left D. He's able to keep it in. Sends it in around into the corner. Jessen's there. Sends it up to Olsen. Gets hit. Jessen sends it across to Oberle. Oberle sends it back over to Olsen. Back up through the middle. Puck comes back to Jessen. He gets back inside his own line. Sends it up in the middle to Wong. He tried to set up Olsen on the right side, but that was intercepted, and the Sharks send it into the Bobcat zone. Jessen goes after it in behind Nabozny. He reverses it. Sends it up to Oberle. Oberle now on the half boards. He's got Dawson cutting through the middle. He's got Olsen on the right side. Olsen brings it in, and I think we had Wong just a step offside there as Olsen just made an extra move. And we'll have a face-off coming up just outside the Bobcat bench at the outside the Sharks blue lines. Stewart in for the draw. He's got Gardner on the left, Stipe on the right. Letty and Lindsay back on D. Here come the Sharks now over the Bobcat line. Sharks top of the circle. Fired in to Bosny, the save, and there's no rebound on that one. Stop, Dougie. Face-off will be to the left of the Bobcat goal. Stewart in for the draw. He wins it back. Letty has it. He overskates it. Sharks pick it up. Ho. Back to the lefty. Moves into the middle. Then over to the far boards. Stewart gets in there. Skates now picking up speed behind his goal. Passes it for Gardner. Intercepted by Ho. Ho sends it back. Tried to get it back to the point. Still got it. Now sends it back to the left side. Fired in. Puck comes back. Luma picks it up. He dumps it high. Gardner chases after it. It's a race here for the puck. Gardner coming in on the left side. Fires it in just wide. Luma's able to keep it in on the right side as the puck was coming around the boards. And now the Sharks trying to gather it up at center ice. And they dump it into the Bobcat zone. Lindsay picks it up there. He's got Stewart up at the blue line. Puck goes past him, and Gardner picks it up again. Rolling puck coming down the left side. He tried to tip it over to Luma, who's in front. Luma picks it up in behind. Back to Gardner. Luma has it now. Stewart in front. Sends it back to Bernard at the D. Fires a low shot in. That's deflected. Kept in by Bernard. And here come the Sharks now. Down the left side on Bernard. 3-on-2. Center to man in front. Lindsay intercepts that pass and sends Gardner up the left side. He's had a couple of rushes in already. He has to wait now for Luma to clear the zone.
I don't think Luma realized he was offsides.
No, I know. He was just heading to the bench, desperate to get off. Here come the Sharks now over the line. Fires a low shot in. That goes just wide. Gardner picks it up. He's got Stewart in the middle. Gardner just fires it down. He needs to get off for a change. And he will get that now as he ices it, and we'll have a face-off back in his zone to the left and a Bosnia.
Rerunning that breakaway that Reed had, that was close. He had a great opportunity.
Bannon out with Watts and Olsen. Puck fired in, goes wide. Olsen picks it up. Tried to hit Bannon up the middle. That was too far in front, and that will go down for icing. Do it all over again to the right of Bosnia. Minute 24 remaining here, second period. No score. Last time these two teams played, it was a 5-4 shootout win for the Sharks after regulation, overtime, and then the shootout. Dawson up to Olsen. Puck over the line. Sharks are going to clear it.
Well, the Bobcats are coming in with 2 losses and a win. You know the Sharks record is about the same?
Yeah, 1 win, 1 loss, and an overtime loss.
Oh.
So they have 1 more point, actually. You get 3 for a win in this tournament, and 2 for an overtime win. Here come the Sharks now, up over the blue line. Last minute of play in the period. Tried to center it, hit Bannon in the skates. Puck comes to Dawson, centered it right out in front. Bernard picks it up, sends it over to Watts. He missed it. Bernard now has it back. He circles back. Tries to come up the left side. He's intercepted. Here's come the Shark right in. Good work, good D by Bernard. Sharks cutting right in the middle, off the side of the goal. And here comes Olsen with it now. 20 seconds remaining. Coming up over the blue line. It's on his backhand. Fires it right in, and Standifer is able to make the save. 13 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Goose eggs on the board. 15 shots apiece. Face-off coming up in the Sharks zone to the right of Standifer. Typing for the dries out there with Luma. Got Jessen and Letty back on D. Sharks win it. They come out their left side now. Hard into the corner off Letty's glove. He's going to get it back now. Puck bouncing on him, and 1 second remaining. And that is the end of 2. At the end of 2 periods, it's all tied at 0. We'll be back with period number 3 of this very close game in just a moment. Getting ready for the face-off here to begin period 3, all tied at 0.
We talk about an even game. 0-0, 15-15.
And 15 on the clock.
I
For
mean,
period number 3. Stipe with it now, and over the blue line. Fire that puck, baby. Bad save, Standiford. Oberle gets picked off. Sharks now get it over their own blue line. Over center. And now in deep into the Bobcat zone. Letty for it now. Behind the goal, up the left side. Oberle chips it, but not out. Stipe gets it out. And he gets it up to Stewart. Stewart now sends it back into Jessen. Jessen back over to Letty. Letty up through the middle. Hits Stipe just in over the blue line. Nolte gets there, tries to clear it. Puck bouncing, bounces out over the line. Comes back to Letty now. Bobcats clear. Puck goes in and behind. Nolte couldn't reach it. Stipe gets there first. He dodges 2 checks. Luma does as well. Puck's still there. Stipe moves in, bodies his man. Luma picks it up. Back to Stipe, back to Luma. He gets bounced off. Penalty in there. Doherty goes down.
oh, I saw that.
Luma's, yeah.
There's some.
And he's going to get one back as well. I think there'll be some coincidentals here.
Shark player still kind of holding his head.
Yeah, Doherty took a bit of a cross check to the back of the head.
We'll run the replay on that. I got the whole scuffle.
Yeah, so we've
Looked
got.
like it started with a.
There was a lot of hits along the side boards there.
Yeah, I mean, there was a check that Luma didn't agree with for sure.
Yeah.
We'll see. If we go offsetting, looks like Doherty's skating off the ice.
Yep.
He's got family at home. Looks like he's okay.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're not even checking his helmet. Okay, so who's sitting on that side of the bench that they're calling the penalty area?
So they've got Luma up for 2 minutes. And it was McNulty, I believe, for the Sharks, but his isn't up on the board yet.
No, I only see. No, were they offsetting? Because I only see 1 penalty on the board.
Yeah, exactly. So it looks like, well,
no.
Now they're putting a extra player. So, okay, they're obviously they haven't got everything on the board because, anyways, McNulty's in the penalty box, but not up on the board yet.
So it's off.
So the Sharks have a 1-man advantage right now, 5-on-4.
They do, okay.
They haven't put everything up on the board yet, but that's what's on the ice. And the Sharks now in over the Bobcat blue line. Deep into the zone to the left of the Bosny. That's steered. Puck cleared and just over the line.
That was at.
Was that on the line?
That was in the blue. That was at the line. Oh.
Good clear by the Bobcats. Puck coming down into the zone. Sharks regrouping. Here comes Ho now, back up through center. Steered over the left side, back to the left D. Sharks setting up now on the power play. Just over a minute remaining. Back to the left D. Shinden sends it in behind the goal. Lindsay's going to pick it up there. Fires it off the boards and out all the way down, and that'll relieve some pressure. We'll go for icing. And a little over half the penalty has expired.
Looks like we've got Deborah Flynn watching from Canada, Ontario.
Awesome.
She's the grandmother of Sharks player number 42.
Oh, from Ontario. What part? That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
Sharks come in. O's got it.
It says Gulf. Guelph.
Maybe Guelph. Yes, yeah. That's I grew up in Brampton area.
Nice.
So just a little bit south. Let me think. Southeast. Oberle up front. My niece went to the University of Guelph.
Nice.
And just graduated a couple years back.
Oh, very cool.
Sharks in behind. 7 seconds remaining in the power play. They send it back to the left D. Cross into the middle ice area. Back over to the sideboards. Bobcats at full strength. Low shot in. The Bosny pad save. Puck goes in behind to the side of the goal. Now it's out to the right on the Bosny. Back to the left point for the Sharks. Back into the half board. Send it over to the right D. Slap shot in. Boy, that didn't miss by much.
No.
And Jessen sends it all the way down, right on goal. Standifer has to play it. Bobcats all changing except Stipe. It comes off the boards. Wong has it. Actually, Wahlberg picks it up. Stipe needs to get off. He was out killing that one, I believe. Puck along the boards just in front of the Sharks bench. Both teams at full strength. Wong takes it over the line. Comes in on the left side. It's it back to Stipe. Stipe kicks it up. Wong picks it up again. He gets taken into the boards. Wahlberg has it, cutting across on his backhand. Going through heavy traffic, comes back to Stipe. He chips it forward. Puck comes back over the line. Letty picks it up. Back over to Lindsay. Lindsay dumps it into the zone. Sharks clear it out. Lindsay picks it up again. Cross ice to Stipe. Stipe over on the right side. Dumps it in. A bouncer. Standifer steers that to the side. Wahlberg in the corner with it. Back to Wong. Wong back into Wahlberg. Tries to hit out to the other side. Letty picks it up. Just dumps it back into the corner. Goes around. Wahlberg will pick it up there. Wahlberg loses it. And here come the Sharks back the other way. Gets past Lindsay. Goes all the way down to the left of the Bosny. He lets it go. Letty gets it there up on the boards. And that's going to Wong pick it up just inside the blue line. He tips it out. Here comes Stipe. Stipe tried to hit Wahlberg. Hops over his stick. Chinden now for the Sharks. Trying to set up in his own zone. Off the boards off for Hughes, but that was intercepted. And Bernard has it now down in his own end. Just under 10 minutes remaining here. Third period, tied at 0.
No.
Stipe with it. Send it across ice. Wahlberg just dumps it in. Chinden now with it. Right in front of his goal. He evades Bannon on the forecheck. Bannon and Wahlberg collide. Here comes Cole now down the left side. Bernard takes his man into the boards. Puck bounces on Wahlberg, but he's able to come up the right side. Gets it up to Gardner. Wahlberg goes off, but Gardner cuts into the middle. Couldn't fire it, just rolled off a stick. Now he gets it. Comes back and kept in by Bernard. Excellent keep there. Comes back in. Chipped back in. Fritas has it, and here come the Sharks now. They dump it in behind the Bosny. Jessen gets back in there. Sends it around to Gardner on his side of the ice. Gardner sends it across ice. Comes Olsen now, cutting through the middle. He gets stick held behind, and now he's got it back. Sends it back to Bernard at the point. Cross ice to Jessen. That clears the blue line. Bobcats have to clear the zone. Bernard now with it. Olsen tries to just fire it in. That goes off a leg, and here come the Sharks now. Sharks regrouping in their own zone. Fire it up down the ice, and that misses the man, and that'll go for icing. With just over 8 minutes remaining, score tied at 0, and shots tied at 17. Like you said, Ben, doesn't get much closer than that.
Oh. Looks like we've got Doherty's mom watching. I'm assuming from San Jose.
Face off to the left to Standifer. Monolny now with it behind his goal. Oberland for the forecheck. Barrett's try to send it up the left side. Intercepted by Watts. Fires a low shot in off Standifer's stick into the corner. Oberle picks it up there. Kept in by Letty. Low shot in. Standifer the save. Steer to the left side. Watts has it there. Dumps it in behind. DeFreitas has it now coming out his right side. And he hits a man up through the center ice area. Here come the Sharks now. 3 of them in the zone. Puck goes off. Dawson behind the goal. Stewart tried to hit Watts coming up the right side. Goes off his stick, but again, right on goal. Standifer clears it for McNulty. Good check by Watts there. He tried to set up Luma in the middle, but that was intercepted by the Sharks. Sharks regrouping back in their own zone. Just over 7 minutes remaining. McNulty now has it outside his own bench inside the blue line. Hits Luma. Luma tries to center it across for Wahlberg. That failed. Bernard now chips it up. Sharks now with it. Fire the shot in. Botany the save, and Bernard picks that up now in behind his own goal. Reverses it to Dawson. Dawson takes a look, comes up the left side, now up through the middle. Up over the blue line, shakes off a check, comes up over the Shark line. Centered out in front. Sharks are there to pick it up, and they dump it down. Luma's back covering. He picks it up, goes cross ice to Bernard. Bernard now up over center. It's Stipe with it. Stipe comes in. He circles back. Sends it into the Wahlberg in the corner. Wahlberg back to Stipe. Puck is bouncing. Luma picks it up there. Is it across ice? Can Bernard keep it in? He does. Fires it in just past the goal. Stipe in there. Picks it up. Centers right in front to Wahlberg. Backhander. Fired in by Luma. Just missed. Sharks now with it. Tried to dump it out. Kept in by Stipe. Good pressure by the Bobcats. Puck up along the boards. Just under 6 minutes remaining. Puck comes loose. Wahlberg gets past Luma. Dawson a shot. Standing for the save. Puck bounces just to the wide of the crease. Back over to Cox. Cox tries to hit the man up the middle. Goes off his stick to Dawson. Dawson across to Luma. He misses. And here come two Sharks now. 2-on-2. Bernard back. He gets a foot on it. And here comes Luma back the other way. Luma in on its backhand, fires it in just wide. Tries to clear it and does, but Wahlberg has it. Luma clears the zone, goes off for change. Wahlberg in by himself, fires it just wide. There's going to be a hooking call to the Sharks. Wahlberg has it, gets it to Stipe, back to the point to Lindsay. Delayed penalty call against the Sharks. Lindsay over to Stipe. Stipe sends it into the corner. Wahlberg with it there. Wahlberg still has it.
How have they not touched it yet?
Gets it back to the point. Lindsay, back over to Wahlberg. Now they do.
Okay.
That seems like almost an eternity.
Yeah, but, not angry, but...
Good pressure by the Bobcats as they will now have a power play with 4:52 remaining. 94 goes off for the Sharks. I believe it's a hooking call. So Luma's out with Gardner and Stipe, and Wahlberg and Bernard back on D. Sharks win the draw. Flynn with it. Dumps it off the boards. And out, and here comes Hughes. And Luma now picks up. He lost an edge. Tries to hit Gardner. That's intercepted by Flynn. Fired in off a stick, and Wahlberg now picks it up for the Bobcats. Wahlberg up to Stipe. Stipe on the left side, backhands it into the zone, hops over McNulty's stick. Gardner sends it in front. That's picked up by DeFreitas. He clears it high off the glass, out down through the ice. That's just going to go not quite to the icing. Wahlberg picks it up. One of the players broke a stick. Stipe now with it. And the Sharks are able to clear it down, and this will go for icing. And with just 1:05 remaining in the penalty, the number 94 for the Sharks, there'll be a face-off coming up deep in the Sharks zone to the right of Standifer. Both teams changing players. Bobcats with the one-man advantage. Just under 4 minutes remaining in the period. 1:05 remaining in the penalty. Power play for the Bobcats. Stewart in for the draw. Wins it back. Letty just let it out.
Oh, offsides.
And they'll have the next face-off outside the blue line, just in front of the Sharks bench.
So we've got number 4, Doherty's. We already talked about that. We've got Bernard's mom. watching, and then we've got Shinden's auntie.
Oh, cool.
Watching from San Diego.
San Diego, welcome aboard. Good game going on here, folks.
Yeah.
Dawson dumps it in. Couldn't get it by Olson. Good battle along there for it. Dawson chips it off the boards. Olson now with it. Trying to get over the line. Now he does. Dodges around a man. We've got Luma going for the middle. Fired in. Oh, right end glove save by Standifers. There was just a tiny opening there, but he covered up and made no mistake on that one. Good shot by Olson. So 34 seconds now remaining in the penalty. Sharks killing the penalty. Face off to the left of Standifer. Sharks get the puck. McNulty with it. Fires it around the boards. Kept in by Dawson. Dumps it into Stewart. He chips it right on goal. Pad save Standifer. Luma with it. Tries to go short side. Stewart in it. Oh, glove save. And Standifer bounces on the rebound. Good chance there by both Stewart and Luma. Luma tried to jam it short side. Puck came back to him, sent it out to Stewart. He poked it in, and Standifer was able to make the save.
Yeah, jumped on it.
17 seconds remaining in the Bobcat power play. Face off to the left of Standifer. Stewart gets it. Back to Dawson. Dawson on the right D walks into the middle. Fires a shot in, right on. Standifer smothers that one. Evan for the draw for the Sharks. Stewart again for the Bobcats. Luma dumps it into the corner behind the goal. Stewart gets a stick on it. Cuts right in the middle. Fires it right in. Oh, just goes across the crease. Olson with it. Both teams at full strength. Yep. Olson battling for it. Luma comes up with it. Sends it across the other side. McNulty there tries to clear it up through the middle. And Dawson sends it back over to Letty. He gets dumped. Here comes 23 for the Sharks. Fires it in. That goes high over the goal. Sharks have it now in the corner. And Stewart tries to hit Luma just off his stick. McNulty clears the zone. Now the Sharks coming back the other way. Up over the blue line. Fires it in. Nabozny the save. And Jessen has it. 2 minutes remaining in period number 3. Here comes Luma now. Coming in on the side. Tried to hit, just out of Olson's reach. Olson doubles back. Puck along the boards. Luma in to help. Burke sent it in around behind the goal. McNulty with it. Minute 40 remaining in the game. Sharks with it over the blue line. The right into Bosny. Back to the D. Fires it in. That goes wide. Olson has it now. He can't get it out. Tipped in by 93 for the Sharks. Wong battling for the puck with him. Puck goes to the right side. Bounces through the middle. Luma dumps it out to center ice. He heads off for a change. And the Sharks now corral it. And they just dump it into the zone. And so Bosny sends it over to Dawson. And here comes Wong now. He hits Gardner over on the left side. Wong's coming in for the net. Gardner fires it over top.
60 seconds.
Last minute of play in the game. Bernard now with it. Over to Letty. Letty coming up the left side. That goes off a skate. Bernard picks it up over center. Here he comes in over the line. Dumps it back to Wahlberg. Wahlberg cuts to the middle. And puck goes over to the blue line. Bernard is back to pick it up. 39 seconds remaining. Sharks have it now in the zone. Letty moves in, bodies his man. Sharks still have it in the zone. They fire it through. Pad save Nabozny. Puck comes to the top of the circle to his left. Puck now in the corner along the sideboards. Olson tries to clear it. And just kept in. Sharks keep it in into the right side. In close. And that goes wide. Wahlberg now up through the middle.
Less than 10 seconds. 5,
Bernard up to Gardner. 1 second remaining, and there's the bell, the buzzer.
So we're going to go into OT.
We're going to go into, I believe, a 3-minute. Is it a 3-minute overtime?
Let's see what they put on the board. It's either a 3 or a 5.
Probably 5.
5's what I expect, but tournament, they're a little more crunched for time, maybe. But we did start early.
There are no curfews in this tournament.
Oh, okay. I think they're trying to figure it out. All right, what do we do? Flipping a coin.
Well, so for this game, technically this is, I don't know if they're considering this a semifinal or not. The championship game will have the overtime and then a shootout, but I believe this game will just start with the shootout. And each team will pick 3 players. And then if after 3 on each side, if neither team has the advantage, they will go 1 apiece. And that'll be around each pair from each team until somebody gets the lead. So Cole is starting for the Sharks.
The Bosny on net.
The Bosny's in goal. And the place has got quiet all of a sudden. Here comes Cole for the Sharks. Picks up the puck at center, in over the blue line. Stick handling in, fakes, and the Bosny, the pad save. And Wahlberg comes over the boards for the Bobcats. Well, this is how the last game ended between these two teams.
Yeah.
Sam Wahlberg gets his opportunity now for the Bobcats. Goaltenders have to stay in their crease until it's touched. Here comes Wahlberg now. Stick handling in. Fires it, he scores! Sam Wahlberg pops the twine. And the Bobcats now have 1 on the board, but it's the best of 3 shots apiece. And Lukarev now 28 for the Sharks, coming in on the Bosny. He comes in on the left side. He's going to try and spread him. Fires it in, he scores! So it is 1 apiece. Sharks shot first, so Gardner now coming for the Bobcats. Gardner up over the line. Stick handles it in, fires it in, and saves Standifer. So after 2 players each, it's tied at 1. So they each have 1 more in this first round. DeFreitas now. Coming in over the blue line. Coming in straight in. Goes to the side and he scores. Opens up Bosny. And so the Sharks take the lead. So now Liam Oberle, the birthday boy, out for the Bobcats. He has to score in order to keep this going. Oberle in over the line. Looks for the opening. And Standifer gets a piece. And that is the game.
Believe, yeah?
I don't think the Sharks realize it. Sharks win once again in a shootout. 2-1 in this shootout. What a great game, though. Both teams close, obviously, all the way as we went into a shootout. No score after regulation. And the Sharks win it 2-1 in the shootout. Congrats to both teams. Well done.
Clean game. Great game. I think we, yeah. Only thing more we could ask for was a win, but congrats to the Sharks.
Yeah. Well played game.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, do the like and subscribe thing. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm actually getting freakishly close. So
Good
pushing
job.
for it now. So
AZ Sports Media.
Yep. Stay tuned for highlights. We'll run those. Oops. As soon as I hit the right button. We will run those right now. Thanks for watching.